5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. I'm DearMYRTLE, your friend in genealogy, broadcasting live from the Salt Palace in beautiful downtown Salt Lake City. We're here for RootsTech 2026, and this time it's just me. I want to tell you about the people I'm meeting as I'm sitting here at the Genia Bloggers Project Kin booth. There are some people who are already blogging or doing webinars, recordings. Let's say they're recordings like you put on YouTube. And they understand that if they do that, it's a way for them to share a memory, share a story they know about an ancestor, to kind of share a document they found and get the message out to their family. And where they are in their thinking is, how can I get more people to read my blog post? It isn't about numbers, but I want to help more people. So we talked about the fact that as a blogger, if you have a photo of the person or a map of where they lived or an image of the document that you just discovered that's so exciting, that's the kind of thing that helps to improve your search engine optimization. Also, if you use keywords like family history, genealogy, you can put them at the bottom with a hashtag. It could ancestry. It could be Huguenots if you have Huguenot ancestors. Interestingly, today I met a lady who had done some research on the 850 women that were in the 6888, which was a unit composed entirely of women, and they helped get the mail that had been accumulating and not getting delivered to the guys in France during World War II, like 3 big airplane hangars worth of mail. It took 'em months to work through it, and she understands the importance of having a website or a web presence to share the individual histories of each one of these people. They happen to be black women that the Army didn't know what the heck to do with, because the president at the time wanted women in the military, and they it's a long story. But she also wanted to know how to reach more people. So they're okay because it's on the web in a public forum, not stuck behind a paywall, not stuck on a lineage, like a family search, family tree, or a wiki tree, which I love all those. She just wanted to know how to get the message out. So I got to talk with her about Blue Sky and Threads and Substack as other places to cross-post an intriguing couple of sentences and a link to one of the pages about one. I mean, she's got 850 women to talk about, so she's got a lot of content. Anyway, then there's one other category of people that I'm running into. People who are good at doing the research, and they know they want to get the word out to their family members first, and they want to do a blog because somebody said you should probably set up a blog. So I've decided that starting on Monday the 16th, during Mondays with Myrt, I will spend some time demonstrating how to set up a blogger.com blog. It's the easiest one. When you tell people there's colorful templates that you can choose from, you don't have to custom design it, that really reduces the stress level. And the other thing that I've shown them is that it's really like a fill-in-the-blank email form where you can make things bold and italics and add a graphic, but it's mission critical that you use keywords of the ancestor's name, the ancestor's place, the time period, because we don't know which doorway that Google searcher person that's looking for information on a certain ancestor will come in. And I talked about how Bill West, it took him 6 years for his cousin bait, he coined that phrase, to actually pull in somebody who was related to one. They had a common ancestor, let's put it that way. And so people are getting jazzed about becoming what we call genealogy content providers. And one lady asked about podcasts, and I said, I talked to her about that. We decided her comfort level was to set up the blog first. And she wanted to know what was the difference between a podcast and a YouTube video. And I said, well, podcasts are traditionally audio only, although that definition is blurred somewhat nowadays. And I mentioned that I do YouTube videos, live streaming them, so that people can interact live, and that I like to be able to share screens for brand recognition of this website or that, or to demonstrate how to do something at a website as opposed to just talking about it theoretically. And that got that person, that one gal that was thinking about a podcast, to think, maybe Shamil, get in here. I'm recording. Get over here. Okay.
I'm gonna go to class.
Okay, go to class. Be a good girl. This is how it's like. This is exactly what it's like, and we love it here at RootsTech. She's got to go to class. I would love to interview Shamil. Anyway, it encouraged that discussion about podcasts versus webinars or live streaming. Encourage that person because she wants to zoom in on different parts of a document, which you can't do that audibly, in a podcast. You want to do a videotape, and I showed her, she had been noticing that I have been recording these interviews on my phone and then uploading them to YouTube, and I showed her that process. So the goal here at the Genia Bloggers Project Kin booth, aside from the ride-along component, so those of you who are watching virtually versus those of us who are attending in person, interruptions as they come left and right can be part of the action. But the other purpose of this is to show that there's support through two different organizations who are collaborating. So when somebody wants to start a blog or a podcast, or in this one gal's position, she wants to record and she doesn't want her face on the screen. And I said, you don't have to have your face on the screen. You can live stream what it is you're doing on the computer. And there were some good challenges there that we overcame. One thing I'm glad I did, besides bringing my appointment book, I have this clipboard with a lot of blank 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper where we've literally mind mapped. This is priority 1, this is priority 2, etc. I am amazed at the sharp cookies here, really good researchers who want to go the next step. So that's my report, day 1.5 here at RootsTech 2026. Nothing left to say, but I'm DearMYRTLE, your not so retired friend in genealogy. Hi, Barbara in the background. That videotape has been rolling completely through the whole thing. As long as the exhibit hall's out, that video of little clips has been on a loop constantly. That's drawing people to, what the heck are you guys doing here type thing, to our booth. That's a wrap.